Welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
My name is Catherine, and today we've got an intermediate level lesson all about going to the beach.
That's right. You know, it's a very popular thing to do, especially during the summer. It's hot. You want to go maybe to the beach to lay on the sand and maybe get some color.
Yeah, and also swim in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice way to cool off when it's really hot in the summer.
That's right. So we're going to talk about the beach and a lot of vocab that we find related to this activity. But before we get into the dialogue, we have a word for you on Vocabulary Preview.
Vocabulary Preview.
So the key word today here is jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
So jellyfish is actually an animal, right?
That's right. It's a very dangerous animal. It's a small little animal.
So these things live in the water, and they often live in shallow areas, and they can sting you.
That's right. They look like little plastic bags with little strings attached to it. And they just float around, and if you happen to touch one, it hurts a lot.
Yeah, it can be very painful. So jellyfish is our word today. Let's take a listen to today's dialogue, and we'll be back in a minute to talk more about what's going on.
Oh, George, what a beautiful day it is. The sun is hot and there are just a few clouds scattered here and there. What a perfect day to be at the beach. The kids are going to have so much fun, and we'll be able to relax in the sun while they're playing.
It does seem like the perfect day. I'm glad we chose to get out of the city and enjoy the nice weather. This looks like the perfect spot. Okay, kids, put on your sunscreen while your mom and I set up camp. Here, Mary, help me lay down these beach towels.
There we go. Can you help me with the umbrella? Perfect.
Okay, kids, here's a beach ball and a frisbee, a pail and a shovel. I want to see an impressive sandcastle by the time we leave. Don't stray too far. Wait, leave your sandals here or put on your wet shoes.
And stay in the shallow area. I don't want to see you go any further than that sandbar. It's too deep out there, and we didn't bring your floaties.
You're back already? The water was too cold, huh? I'll tell you a secret. Do you see that small pool of water over there? It'll be warmer in there. Go see if you can find some seashells or catch some minnows.
Ah! What is that? A jellyfish? Jeremy, put that down right now. It could sting you.
Ah! Not on me! Ah!
All right, great. We're back. So now why don't we take a look at 4 key words that we have prepared for you today on Language Takeaway.
Language Takeaway.
First up, we have a very important thing to bring to the beach, especially if you're like me and you burn easily. So this thing is called sunscreen.
Okay, sunscreen. Now this is a liquid.
Yep.
And you put it on your skin, right? And this protects you from the sun.
So basically you put this cream all over your body to prevent sunburns, to prevent burning under the sun. It's very important.
So it's called sunscreen, or also sometimes called sunblock.
That's right.
Okay, very good. Now we have our sunscreen and we arrive to the beach, and one of the parents say, all right, we're going to set up camp.
Okay, to set up camp. Well, this might be confusing because, as many of you know, camping, this is an activity, but we're not actually camping here.
Right.
We're just going to be at the beach for one day. So to set up camp means to organize or arrange ourselves in a place.
So it's a colloquial way of saying we are going to organize the area where we're going to spend the day.
We're going to make ourselves comfortable.
So you set up camp. So not necessarily that you're going to camp there, but that you're going to prepare the area. So this could be used in many other different areas, right?
That's right. So sometimes, you know, when tickets for really popular concerts go on sale, people line up for days before they can buy the tickets. Well, if you're in line, you maybe want to set up camp. That means make yourself comfortable, sit down, bring a book, open some food packages.
Right, exactly. So to set up camp. And, well, when we go to the beach, we want to sit down or lay down on the sand. And in order to do this, we usually bring along beach towels.
That's right, Marco. So towels can be any kind of towel.
Right.
You have a towel in your bathroom or in your kitchen. basically a piece of cloth that you use to dry yourself. But the special kind of towel we bring to the beach is called, of course, a beach towel.
Right.
These are usually much bigger than normal towels.
Yeah, they're very, very big. And this is usually because you want to lay down on the sand on top of this towel, right?
That's right.
Okay. And the last word that we have for language takeaway is a beach umbrella, or just an umbrella.
That's right. So maybe you're lying down on this big, comfortable, soft beach towel and you're afraid of being under the sun too much. So an umbrella is a way to protect yourself from the sun. It provides shade.
That's right. So it's called an umbrella, or usually if you want to distinguish between the umbrella you use for the rain, you can call it a beach umbrella.
That's right.
Okay, and these are usually a lot bigger, and you don't actually carry them around in your hand. You have to put them into the sand.
That's right. So it stands alone.
Okay. So 4 key phrases there for you on language takeaway. Why don't we go back, listen to the dialogue again, and we'll be back shortly.
Oh, George, what a beautiful day it is. The sun is hot and there are just a few clouds scattered here and there. What a perfect day to be at the beach. The kids are going to have so much fun, and we'll be able to relax in the sun while they're playing.
It does seem like the perfect day. I'm glad we chose to get out of the city and enjoy the nice weather. This looks like the perfect spot. Okay, kids, put on your sunscreen while your mom and I set up camp. Here, Mary, help me lay down these beach towels.
There we go. Can you help me with the umbrella? Perfect.
Okay, kids, here's a beach ball and a frisbee, a pail and a shovel. I want to see an impressive sandcastle by the time we leave. Don't stray too far. Wait, leave your sandals here or put on your wet shoes.
And stay in the shallow area. I don't want to see you go any further than that sandbar. It's too deep out there, and we didn't bring your floaties.
You're back already. The water was too cold, huh? I'll tell you a secret. Do you see that small pool of water over there? It'll be warmer in there. Go see if you can find some seashells or catch some minnows.
Ah! What is that? A jellyfish? Jeremy, put that down right now. It could sting you.
Ah! Not on me! Ah!
All right, we're back. So now we have 5 more words that we're going to take a look at in Language Takeaway Part 2.
Language takeaway.
Okay, so there are lots of fun things to do at the beach, and today we're not going to be talking about all of them because there are too many things, but one fun activity is playing frisbee.
That's right, frisbee. So this is a thing. It's an object, a frisbee, or you also play frisbee.
That's right. So a frisbee itself is usually made of plastic, and it's like a plate, and it's very light, and you throw it to your friends, and it sails through the air.
Right, it kind of flies along the air, and then somebody else has to catch it.
That's right. So you can play frisbee or throw the frisbee.
It's very popular with people playing frisbee with their dogs, right? You throw
That's
the
right.
frisbee, and the dog chases it.
Dogs love frisbee.
All right. Another great activity that usually we do when we go to the beach is we build sandcastles.
Okay, so I'm a master sandcastle builder. I'm a really big fan of this activity.
Really?
Basically, you use water and sand to create castles.
Right.
And obviously, you have to use tools like shovels and buckets. Otherwise, it might look kind of funny.
And this is actually such a popular activity that there are even competitions at times. People will not only build castles or houses or structures, but maybe a statue of some sort or an animal or different things.
That's right, or people.
People, yeah.
Yeah, so sand castle.
Okay. And, well, whenever we go to the beach, the ocean can be a little bit dangerous. And that's why in the dialogue, one of the parents told their kids to stay in the shallow area of the water.
That's right. So shallow is, it describes depth. So how deep something is. Something is shallow. It's not very deep. Okay. So there's very little water.
Okay.
But if there's a lot of water, maybe if you swim and you can't touch your feet on the ground, we call that deep.
Okay.
So shallow is very low water and deep is lots and lots of water.
Okay. Very good. So you'll usually find this in the ocean. If you go further in, it'll get deeper and deeper and deeper.
And more dangerous.
Right. And this is why the mom also told the kid to not pass that sandbar that was ahead.
Okay, sandbar. This is a piece of sand that basically rises very high in the water. So usually when you're on the beach and you go into the water and it gets deeper and deeper, and then all of a sudden it gets high again and there's more sand.
Right.
And so that part that you can stand on, that sand out in the water, that's called a sandbar. It's almost like a little island.
Yeah, exactly. And as you said, usually it gets deeper, then you have the sandbar, so it gets higher. But usually if you pass the sandbar, it's going to get really deep all of a sudden.
That's right. So that's why the mother doesn't want her child to go past the sandbar.
Right. And, well, if you're ever swimming in a swimming pool in the ocean, it's always a good idea, if you don't know how to swim well or if you have children, to take along little floaties.
Okay, floaties. I like this word. Floaties are plastic rings that you put around your arms or maybe around your stomach, and they're filled with air.
Right.
So when you go in the water, they help you float.
Exactly. So this is a very common thing to put on children because they don't know how to swim well. You put them little floaties on their arms or around their stomachs, and then they can just float and they won't drown.
That's right. Floaties.
Okay. Very good. So a lot of key words there, all related to the fun of going to the beach. Why don't we go back, listen to the dialogue for the very last time.
Oh, George, what a beautiful day it is. The sun is hot and there are just a few clouds scattered here and there. What a perfect day to be at the beach. The kids are going to have so much fun, and we'll be able to relax in the sun while they're playing.
It does seem like the perfect day. I'm glad we chose to get out of the city and enjoy the nice weather. This looks like the perfect spot. Okay, kids, put on your sunscreen while your mom and I set up camp. Here, Mary, help me lay down these beach towels.
There we go. Can you help me with the umbrella? Perfect.
Okay, kids. Here's a beach ball and a frisbee, a pail and a shovel. I want to see an impressive sandcastle by the time we leave. Don't stray too far. Wait! Leave your sandals here or put on your wet shoes.
And stay in the shallow area. I don't want to see you go any further than that sandbar. It's too deep out there, and we didn't bring your floaties.
You're back already? The water was too cold, huh? I'll tell you a secret. Do you see that small pool of water over there? It'll be warmer in there. Go see if you can find some seashells or catch some minnows.
Ah! What is that? A jellyfish? Jeremy, put that down right now. It could sting you.
Ah! Not on me! Ah!
All right, so beach activities. You say you're a master sandcastle builder.
I love building sandcastles. I won't say that I'm very good at it, maybe not a professional, but I do a pretty good sandcastle.
Do you like getting buried in the sand?
I love it.
Really?
Although it also scares me. Have you ever had someone maybe cover you with sand and then you can't move?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a little bit scary. Obviously, I'm not very comfortable with having my head covered,
right.
but some people even do that. They cover their entire body, head to toe.
How do they breathe?
And they have a straw out of their mouth to breathe.
Wow. No, I actually love going to the beach, and it's relaxing. It's really fun. But I don't really enjoy it going when there are a lot of people because I like to relax on the beach. But when there are too many people, they're running around, their kids running around,
They're
and
loud.
it's not very relaxing.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, but swimming in the ocean is also very dangerous, right?
It can be. It can be. So we recommend that you go to places where there are lifeguards on duty, or that you go with an expert swimmer.
Lifeguards, very good.
Yeah. That's all we've got, though, for today. We hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and we hope you're excited about the upcoming summer months. If you have any questions or comments, please do visit our website, englishpod.com.
All right, we'll see you guys there.
Bye.
Bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Something that is spread all over an area. Scattered. In or to various places. Here and there. A particular space or area. Spot. Prepare. Set up. Assume a reclining position. Lay down. A light plastic disc for playing. Frisbee. A hand tool for lifting loose material. Shovel. A small model of a castle that is made of sand. Sandcastle. Go in a direction that is away from a group. Stray. Having little depth. Shallow. Life-saving appliance in the ocean. Floaty. A raised area of sand with a top. Sandbar.
Let's try that faster.
Life-saving appliance in the ocean. Floaty. A particular space or area. Spot. Assume a reclining position. Lay down. Something that is spread all over an area. Scattered. In or to various places. Here and there. Prepare. Set up. A light plastic disc for playing. Frisbee. Having little depth. Shallow. Go in a direction that is away from a group. Stray. A small model of a castle that is made of sand. Sandcastle. A raised area of sand with a top. Sandbar. A hand tool for lifting loose material. Shovel.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Lay down. He laid down his jacket on the table and picked up the handwritten note. Lay down. We need to lay this blanket down on the ground before we sit down. Lay down. The child laid his towel down on the sand. Sandcastle. At the beach today, we made a sandcastle and decorated it with seashells. Sandcastle. The sandcastle started to crumble when the sun dried out the sand. Sandcastle. The best way to make a sandcastle is to use wet sand and a bucket. Shallow. We played in the shallow water all day long. Shallow. My mom says I am only allowed in the shallow end of the pool. Shallow. We found all kinds of seashells in the shallow water over there. Stray. The dog strayed a bit from the yard. Stray. The child strayed a bit too far from the path in the woods and couldn't find her way back. Stray. She strayed from her tourist group to take pictures from time to time. Sandbar. We knew the tide was coming in when the sandbar started to slowly disappear. Sandbar. I could see the sandbar in front of me, but I knew I hadn't reached it yet because my feet still couldn't touch the bottom. Sandbar. The children tried to reach the sandbar, but it was too far for them to swim.